Let me get on the sport dash when the Mary Lee. Today is February the 13th. Trick Tuesday, my city, Chicago, 2024. Give you an update on this town hall community meeting that I spoke of earlier. I actually thought they was going to talk about things happening in the community, maybe muggings, killings, a lot of disrespect to the elderly or whatever the case may be, even to your ghetto news reporter Mary Lee or whatever and stuff. Not me per se. They would have talked about, but I was talking to this lady, and she's says she's having problems. eh, where she resides, her landlord groped her and stuff, and she's an elderly lady, stay by herself, and you know, she talked about being a part of the church for years and ended up with lupus and all kind of stuff. I don't know how true her story it is, but she pointed out a few things that I kind of believed her. So, long story short, they talked about a whole lot of stuff, and I'm not gonna give you the whole, you know, blah blah blah. But basically, they talked about a 2060 plan. Basically the legacy of, I would hate to say it, but Brazier and his family and stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk with the use of my money. And the reason why I say this, because his son, Jay Byron Brazier, started talking about, uh, the network and how, the network of the Woodlawn community and the education of, you know, Kenwood High School versus Hyde Park and things of that nature or whatever and stuff, and how he moved to Europe, and he went to various different places or whatever, basically skill um acceleration program or something like that. You understand what I'm saying? Long story short, he's privileged. Okay, a lot of money will out the bam. He didn't have to deal with all of the riffraff that came along, but he started his speech talking about where the banquet hall was at being vacant and turned into a part of the church. And him and his friends used to throw rocks at the abandoned, building before they made it, part of the church or whatever and stuff. So that let me know, he a typical preacher kid, bad. You understand what I'm saying? But we ain't gonna talk about the preacher children. You know what I'm saying? Um, but to keep it simple and stuff, two 2060, they didn't really talk, had nobody up there like Gregory Jones. He talked about when he was part of the school program, high school program from 2012 to 2018. Now we in 2024, so he giving stats, that's old. It seems as though they just bringing in the old players and stuff to, get some of that money me and my rappers accumulated and stuff. I'm just keeping it real. I'm your getting news reporter for a reason, and I'm gonna keep it simple. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the main thing. They didn't keep it simple. They gave a lot of graphs and stuff that really didn't pertain to the people who was in the banquet hall, which was mostly elderly people over 50. There was no, children there for real, for real. You understand what I'm saying? I think I seen one little boy or whatever with his people or whatever. But there was nobody there that could, bring some good insight to what's going on in the neighborhood, whatever. And now they said the next meeting, which is March 26th, 2024 at 6:30, they will talk about the migrating of the immigrants and stuff. They say there's over 600 immigrants that are in the neighborhood and stuff. And they also talked about the Hispanics, not minding the migration because they already have their people set up in their businesses and they stick together. Whereas they even mentioned that over here on our side of town, we don't stick together. So, basically they can come over 600 or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? And just kind of feel right at home. And, you know, they get more privileges and, whereas people like me been working all my life in my city, Chicago, and my influence or whatever. And, I'm on the verge of being homeless and stuff, real talk, because I'm the originator of rap, and I'm just not selling for, other people coming in reaping the benefits or whatever. So basically, that's all it really is. They talking about something that I probably won't even be around to see. I don't know what's gonna happen. They might not even be around because my higher power is definitely on my side. So what I wanted to point out when Jay was talking about us not really networking or whatever and stuff, and it being a legacy, I looked at my time on my clock, and it was it was 7:41 p.m. with 97%, and me being originator rap since the age of 8, 1975, 74 plus 1 is 75. And basically he was talking about the new project. I have to, reiterate. He was talking about the new project community, physical and digital communication and economic program and infrastructure and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was really talking about. And it's gonna cost like 800, million, close to a billion, and all that. Okay, look, the money is there. All y'all had to do for real, was put the old stuff back and make it modernized. Modernize it, because they talking about AI more than likely is going to be a part of artificial intelligence is going to be a part of you know the program and the infrastructure and all that. They also talked about people building stuff, realtors, and it not working out, but they get paid. And even if they tear it down, you know what I'm saying, that's just like money wasted. The white guy, had the nerve to say that. So that was the only thing I really got out of him. You understand what I'm saying? Being honest about that. You know what I'm saying? We've lost a lot of money. People coming in, building, talking about we're gonna do this, and then it don't work out because of whatever. If people would have just stood up for me, everybody could involve themselves. You understand what I'm saying? They talked about education not being, the children being as advanced as they should be, and they gonna try to, cut out some of the vacations and make them just so they can advance and catch up and all that. But that's not really good. Hard work. What? Yeah, it's supposed to pay off, but did it pay off for me? You understand what I'm saying? I'm just trying to figure out, why are we working so hard for other people to reap the benefits? You understand? Real talk, because it's 600 now. So by the time the next meeting come in March, what it'd be about 1,000 more. I mean, the pickings is good. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. So, they talked about a lot of stuff, but basically it was a lot of, regurgitation of, something that ain't even happening. And until, I'm young enough, got the face, I got them, the youth, you know what I'm saying, where I had them. All you had to do was put me, you know what I'm saying, for real. I still can get them. I know my people, for real talk. There's still love, for us and stuff, you understand? And, his son, talked about, there not being a black community since 1921. But that's a lie, because I grew up, like I said in another video, where everything was flourishing. And it was Chocolate City, for real, for real. And then gradually it became worse and worse and worse. We fought as long as we could, but when it came time for y'all to stand up for me, that's when all hell broke loose. And, just like the Matrix, everybody started coming in and stuff, just like I predicted it. You understand what I'm saying? In my video, Merry Christmas Haters. So people trying to get rid of me just to bring in what? Out with the old, in with the new problems and stuff. For real. Because it's just gonna get worse. If people didn't invest in this city, Chicago, or your neighborhood, whatever and stuff, and they're not gonna appreciate it like you. Even the Hispanics, letting them in there, you might have a culture and a base or whatever, but once they figure out y'all whatever, you understand what I'm saying? They can easily take over just like they did with the color people. You understand what I'm saying? So, don't be too comfortable and think you got it all, figured out, because, I took a lot of notes, but basically it wasn't on it. But I did flip the Bible while I was there to Proverbs chapter 16 through 18, but I want you to read 15 through 19, chapters 15 through 19. And I think that's going to sum up, the meeting or whatever and stuff. There was no class participation, so to speak. You know, nobody was able to go to the podium and be like, so what's going on, and what the bam. You know, you have to have interaction. Just can't take people money and just dictate what you go do with their money, and it go down the drain, and then you want them to support you. You know, I put it like this: if it was me, it would have been a whole lot different. You know, because I know people, and people was running. You know, they was pretty much getting up out of there and stuff for real. You know, it was, I'm just telling the truth. Hey, but I'm gonna keep going. Maybe it'll get better and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But if I become homeless and it's my city, you understand what I'm saying? Chicago, for real, for real. You already know whatever they do to me, they're gonna do to y'all because they think we don't stay together for real, like the Hispanics, and that's the bottom line. All right, this is gonna do for your dad's 20 Mary Lee. Make sure you read that scripture though, for real. You need people that's there though, for real. That's a part of this city, and been not people just come in and out when the money good or whatever, and say a few lines because they father is popular or whatever the case may be. You need somebody that's actually been boots on the ground, 10 toes down, and didn't give up and shit. I am a success story. Okay, that's what people want to see. That's what people build off of. Where there's no hope, the people will perish. Real talk. And y'all ain't giving us nothing but death and other people problems. We don't want them. Step your game up, family. Peace.